Donna Bush with your CIG TV News Brief on this Monday. Early Monday morning, senior government officials discontinued a tropical storm watch for the Cayman Islands. Over the weekend, the Cayman Islands was placed under a tropical storm watch because of the forecasted path of what is now Tropical Storm Lisa. Director General of the Cayman Islands National Weather Service, John Tibbetts, explains more, while Danielle Coleman of the National Emergency Operations Center is encouraging the public to remain vigilant.
Conversation with the National Hurricane Center this morning indicates that the 10 a.m. bulletin this morning, the Hurricane Center will be upgrading the potential tropical cyclone to a tropical storm Lisa. However, there is no increase in maximum sustained winds with the system. So we're expecting a tropical storm to pass south of us, about 180 miles to the south of us, and with no impacts directly associated with the storm. That being said, the National Weather Service, we would ask that you would continue to monitor our warnings for strong winds, as we're expecting some strong winds as of tomorrow, as well as any continued inclement weather and potential flooding.
At the end of the day, of course, we've been lucky again this time around. And again, we still have to watch the system, because at the end of the day, it does change. We saw over the weekend the threat increasing, then decreasing again this morning. So it's a very dynamic situation. We constantly have to watch these systems. And we have a month left of hurricane season, and we really want to encourage the public to be vigilant, to keep an eye on this storm and any future storms in the next couple of weeks, and just prepare for any eventuality. There will be hazards over the next couple of days. Obviously, we do have flooding potential and also coastal issues. So making sure you are, when you're going out and about into your business, make sure that you are actually looking out for these things and protecting yourselves and those around you.
The hurricane season ends on November the 30th. Speaking of storms, a group of senior government officials are in incident command training this week as they play vital roles in the National Emergency Operations Center's plan when a disaster is approaching the Cayman Islands or affected by a disaster.
An external provider who's arrived from the UK to upskill and train our cluster leaders and deputy cluster leaders, which are an integral part of our National Emergency Operations Centre when we activate for any incident, not just hurricanes, but for any incident. This is part of an incident command improvement plan, which ACMCI have been leading on, which began about 6 months ago. So they've already undergone a series of training sessions, and this has culminated in this in this full week of scenario and exercises that the trainers that have come out from the UK will be delivering this week.
Mr. Broughton says the training is critical because at this level, understanding what has to happen between the various groups, both the public and private sector, making quick decisions and working as a team is of the utmost importance. Well, 3 long-serving fire officers have retired. Last week, Fire Chief Randy Rankin was joined by the acting chief and deputy chief officers for the Ministry of Home Affairs to honor the 3 senior fire officers. Richard McLaughlin served 40 years, while Colbert Miller has served 39 years, and Larry Seymour, who's not pictured, 37 years. Now, the Ministry of Home Affairs and the CIFS thank them for their dedicated service to the fire service, the community, and the entire Cayman Islands. Turning to our forecast for tonight, as stated earlier, the Cayman Islands government has discontinued the tropical storm watch for Grand Cayman. Tonight we can expect partly cloudy to cloudy skies with a 50% chance of showers and possible thunder. Seas will be moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet, and the 2-day outlook is for cloudy skies. Scattered showers with a decrease in winds and seas from Wednesday evening as Lisa passes southwest of our islands. Now, the synopsis calls for moderate winds and seas, which will continue over the next 18 hours. It's all in association with a weak pressure gradient across the Northwest Caribbean becoming fresh as Lisa passes south of the Cayman Islands area. For more information on local weather conditions, you can always go online to the Cayman Islands Weather Service's Facebook page or their website, weather.gov.ky. And that's it for today's news brief here on CIG Television. I'm Donna Bush, as always, inviting you to join us again tomorrow. Until then, be safe. Have a wonderful night.